this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff that I've learned from going to 2 classes over the weekend with Keitric Starks. And the thing that triggered this video was the question I asked him. I said, how long does it normally take you to do makeup when you're on set on, per person? And he said 30 minutes, and it should be really 30 minutes, but 45 minutes max. It shouldn't take me longer than that. If I'm doing that, I'm doing too much. And I was like, well, it takes me about an hour. Every single time it takes me an hour. And I was like, you know what? I need to work on my skill and work to the point that I learn how to do this makeup in 30 minutes. So it led me on in another direction where I've just been researching, and it led me to a few different artists on YouTube, including Makeup Forever's YouTube channel. I was watching this artist on there and how she was applying the foundation in a downward position and really working into the skin. I watched a couple of other artists do that as well, Jordan Liberty, Robert Jones Academy, and of course Lisa Eldridge. All of them talking about just pretty much working on creating a nice clean base and how to achieve it even with acne. They were just awesome. I enjoy watching their videos because they help me see things from a different perspective, because I feel like this, everybody has something to offer, including you. I took all of that and I was like, you know what, I'm going to work on doing something a little bit different on my channel, which is trying to see how can I create these looks in 30 minutes. And that's gonna be my goal, so I can start learning to train myself to take off 30 minutes so I can do something else. Take that extra 30 minutes and spend it on finding an outfit, or take that extra 30 minutes and while you leaving the house, you can stop and grab breakfast. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So anyway, if you want to see how I created this look, definitely make sure to keep watching. All right, so let's get into this. First thing I'm gonna do is start off with this moisturizer. This is the Embryolisse. This is supposed to act as a moisturizer or primer. You can use it to mix with your cream, contour, foundations. If you like to use primers, hey, feel free. Today I'm gonna be using this foundation from Milani. I'm gonna use a foundation brush for this, and I'm gonna be using the one I have from Bhcosmetics Pinkadot. And I'm trying something new. I went to a class over the weekend, or 2 anyway. 2 makeup artists meet and greets for Pmac, the Pmac Expo. It's basically a makeup artist expo that's going to be going on here in Atlanta. Anyway, over the weekend I went to an event at the Gwyneth Mosby Academy in Norcosto. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a makeup store here in Atlanta, and they had 2 meet and greets there. One was with Rios Raw, and the other one was with Keitric Starks. And I asked him, I was like, how long does it take you usually to do makeup? Or how long should it? And he was saying it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes, at the most 45. And I was like, oh my gosh, it takes me like an hour to do makeup. So it started to make me wonder, am I doing too many steps? Am I doing too many things? And he was saying, even if it is all glam, I should be able to do it, within that time frame. So it made me realize I must be doing too much. Just putting on too many different layers. So I decided to do some research and look up some artists here on YouTube's pro makeup artists. And I actually found a few, and new one that I'm just like in love with, which is Lisa Eldridge. Just watching them and how they apply makeup is very, very different from what I'm used to. There's no wrong, no rights, whatever you use to achieve your look, but I'm trying to learn how to do something a little bit more specific. Not everybody has an hour and some change just to do makeup. You know what I mean? And one of the things she emphasized was making sure to just start off with the base. Get your base right, and then you can move on to everything else. Base is basically your foundation. You should really work it into your skin. And that's the reason why a lot of people makeup shift, because they don't work it into their skin, especially when we have oily skin. It starts to look like it's coming off, or it's slipping, that type of thing, because we're not working it into our skin. Anyway, so yeah, so now that I have this on, I have this Milani foundation on, and by the way, it does feel, I don't notice it, it does feel very lightweight, I guess in the way that I'm using it. Let's move on to the Rimmel. This is the 430 medium, and I'll just list this stuff down below. And I'm just gonna literally only use this in the areas that need it. So if you have an area that you need to cover up some discoloration, this will be your chance to put it on top, so you're not going back and trying to correct it later because it rubbed off after you put your foundation on, which I noticed that was an issue I was having. So after you put the color corrector on first and then you come back, especially if it's not liquid, if it's more cream base, So that really was very helpful to see that. It made a lot of sense. So I was like, duh. Okay. And then anywhere else you need to brighten up, and I got this from Kevin Kwan. And I feel like, I swear, I feel like every time I read it, I learn something new. And I'm gonna cover that up there because it's a little bit too dark. And the goal here is all we're doing is we're making our skin look even. And you only pack on the color where you know you have trouble areas. That's it. So then you see the skin coming through, but it doesn't look like your whole entire face is covering the mask and people can't really tell, and that's the goal. You don't want people to tell. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, wow, this totally just changed my view on some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and use this cream blush. This is from e.l.f. And then another thing I noticed is they either did either or. They didn't do both. They didn't do contour cream and contour powder. It's like they did blush. So either you went ahead and put the blush on now with the cream blush with the foundation, but you either did either or. You wouldn't do the cream blush and then go on top of it with the powder blush. You know what I mean? You didn't do the cream. And I always wondered about that. And it was like I got my answer basically, because I just had to pay attention. And I realized that they weren't doing cream contour and cream blush. And then wherever you had an area that looked like, you see the edges, you can go back with that brush you were using to apply the foundation and the concealer. You can use that to smooth it out and get rid of the hard edges. You can do that with your contour cream. You can do that with anything just to make it look more natural. Then let's go ahead and set the under eye area. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this RCMA powder. All right, we're in 17 minutes, 46 seconds. That's what we got left. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Gel. And honestly, I'm not trying to purposely like fill my brows up perfectly. I'm trying to create a natural look, and that's all. I'm not really trying to do anything else. Because I want it to look like I didn't put any effort in, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to say I didn't put any effort in it. Like, these are my brows. Let me say that. Take a Q-tip. I want it to my hands because I know I'm gonna probably jack that up. There you go. That's more better. Is that a word? More better? But let's get this part down first. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and brush this out with a spoolie. Make this look more natural. And I'm doing this look for like an everyday look to go and hang out. This is not a glamour look. Look superly made up. And then I'm gonna take that same concealer that we're using before, and I'm gonna use that, the Rimmel one. And I'm gonna fade that down. Just make sure you don't put a lot on the brush, then you don't really have to worry about it getting into the eyebrow area. And same thing up there. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm not doing anything superly precise. If you don't put a lot on, you don't have to worry about it being super precise. 13 minutes and 40 seconds. I feel like I got the world. Now, this is the part if you want to add some powder, you can. I'm going to use something not so dark because this is supposed to be more realistic. So I'm just going to take something that's a little bit warmer than all this action going on here, but it's not dark. This is a caramel from Vanity. Take this flat brush from Eco Tools, and I'm just going to hold the brush like this and just fan it, because I'm not looking to create a harsh line. I'm just looking, and don't go past this point, I'm just looking to create something that shows, hey, I got some dimension to my face. Same thing, I'm going to run it from the bottom of my ear down onward. And the cool thing about getting a color that's slightly warmer, slightly darker than your skin, slightly now, is you don't have to worry about it looking so harsh and looking so unnatural. You actually get a more natural contour. So if you're looking for something like that, like you tried to get into contour but you couldn't get into it, don't go so deep. I'm gonna first put down a base. So let's go with the NYX. I'm gonna use this pressed powder, and this is from Shea Moisture, and this is in Tropez Almond. You can use whatever you want. You can use an eyeshadow that's close to your skin tone. I'm gonna try these two colors right here. 9 minutes and 39 seconds. So I'm just gonna blend these two colors together. One is from Coastal Scents. The deeper one is Coastal Scents Oktoberfest. And I'm just gonna leave my eyes open so I can really open up this whole lid space area. That's another cool thing to do. If you have hooded eyes, just leave it open. I'm just mixing those two colors. The other one is from the Vanity Palette, but they don't have that anymore. Sorry guys, that's from Wet n Wild. Wish they would come out with that again, but that's just a beautiful, beautiful palette. And I'm just gonna blend this all the way out. I don't wanna leave no harsh lines. And then I'll take a little bit of that Oktoberfest and just got that right there on the outer corner. And I'm just stapling it on and then blend. But I'm not gonna come in too far. I'm just gonna do this just for fun. This is the Terracoil, these names, and just dab it on. Dab, 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 staple, staple, staple. So you can spread this color before it dries. And then I'm gonna go to this pen liner from Essence. All right, so let's just press, press, press the tip only, not the whole side. That was the best tip I've gotten on how to do this thing right here. Any of y'all ever jack this up? Oh my goodness. And then just lean your head back so you can get rid of some of them folds, or if you have too much fold, just pull up. And let's try to get this near the root of the lashes. Ah! It's okay, we about to fix this. I'm gonna take some of this concealer and see if we can cover it, fix this up. Let's blend that out so we don't look like, hey, what's going on right there? Matter of fact, let's curl our lashes because my lashes are too straight, man. I'm really trying to work it from the base, the root, and then wiggle up so I can lift these lashes and fill them up. We'll just let that dry and come back. Time's up. All right. So that wasn't too bad. This is from Wet n Wild, and this is 911D. There we go. Wait for this to dry. This is my lazy attempt at it. That's what I said. Oh my god, this color goes on real good. This is Jordana and Sedona Red. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna line the whole bit. So let's go ahead and set the face, because I think we spent enough time on this. And I'm just using Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous. And the one thing that I didn't do is I didn't add any highlight on, so let me at least add that on. And I put this on the tip, so I can just fit it like right there. Put a little high glow right above and below the eyebrow. Maybe a little bit right there. Use something that's very, very soft, that looks very, very natural. I wouldn't use anything hard. We went in we'll say 5.5. Let's go ahead and stop there. So that means we spend 35, we'll go ahead and say 36 minutes. So I feel like as women, if we're hanging out during the day, if we're going to work, if we're going to church, if we're going to those sort of things, I feel like we need to work on having something just looking a little bit more natural. And this definitely went into my skin. I can definitely see that. Like, I know a lot of us like to cover up our skin, but I honestly don't mind. Now, if you're one of those women who don't like to wear makeup, maybe this is perfect for you for every day, for any occasion, for going glam. But honestly, this is like what people really look like when they go to the Grammys. It's like, it looks like it's their skin. It just looks like, oh, they have eyeliner and lipstick on. Think about it. Think about Rihanna and her looks. It's usually more the eyes and a nice lip, but her face still looks like her skin. It looks like the rest of her. And I think that's the main thing, is once we learn how to get this base skin part down pat to where, you know, it looks even and beautiful, I think we're set. Because now everything else is just learning how to switch your looks up, change your lip up, change your eye up. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. Whatever you like to do, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to go ahead and click on this button right over here, or click on the subscribe button down below so you can receive updates whenever I upload a new video. And of course, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.